yesterday. Now, remember, Wall Street gave some good gains. In fact, Dow Jones was trading up more than 0.5%, 0.6% gains coming on Dow Jones, 292 points uptick. S&P 500 also saw gains of 0.2%, and Nasdaq Composite also added almost 0.2% gains coming in. But besides that, we also had a lot of data that came in. I remember it's earnings season going on, and we did see the chip stocks that were amongst the major market winners in the session after Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company gave a blowout Q4 results. In fact, that reignited hope for artificial intelligence trade, and Taiwan Semi jumped 4%, with Nvidia also gaining almost 2%. Now, further than that, the US and the Taiwan have also reached a trade agreement where, Taiwanese chip and tech companies will invest at least $250 billion in production capacity in the US. So that tech stocks were really jumping up in trade, and so were the banking names, because you remember the earnings have been coming out. Bank stocks have got a lot of boost after Goldman Sachs and Morgan Stanley posted solid Q4 results, and in fact Goldman Sachs share gained almost 4%, and Morgan Stanley was up in a way 6% in the trading session. So banking and tech stocks were really buoying the sentiment as far as the US markets are concerned. The US futures right now are little changed after the rally that we saw coming in, but net a positive handover coming in from the US markets.
All right, so that's about the US markets. A good handover is what we are getting to see. But other than that, when it comes to oil, very interesting moves out there, because just yesterday we have seen a bit of a cool off, and rather a significant one. It was a 4% decline on the Brent crude oil prices that we have seen happening, and that was amidst Donald Trump's commentary on tensions easing in Iran, as President Trump says that authorities in Tehran have stopped killing the anti-regime protesters. As of now, Brent crude is trading absolutely flat around that $64 per barrel mark. When it comes to the commodity world, interesting moves in the gold as well as silver prices as well, because as of now, gold is seen to be easing off and now hovering around that 4,600 per ounce mark, and a bit of a cool off in the silver prices as well. Over a 1% decline is what we are getting to see, and trading near to that $91 an ounce mark. Let's see whether or not the correction that we have seen started in crude oil prices continues in the precious metal side or not. So that's interesting to be watched out for. Angada.
Absolutely, Shrishti. In fact, just on Thursday, we saw gold and silver both hitting record highs. So bit of a profit booking is what we were penciling in the short term at least. But let's move on. The United States Department of Commerce says that the US and Taiwan have sealed a major trade deal to boost chip making on the American soil. Taiwanese chipmaker will invest at least $250 billion in the US production capacity, while Washington caps reciprocal tariffs at 15% and offers zero tariffs on the key sectors. Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company will expand further in Arizona as a part of the pact.
And Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company delivered another record quarter, with fourth quarter profit surging 35%, beating the estimates as demand for AI chips stayed red hot. Now, advanced chips of 7 nanometers and below now make up to 77% of the wafer revenue, driven by strong orders for the AI servers from clients like Nvidia and AMD. Now, TSMC also guided for a strong growth ahead, signaling sustained momentum in the AI cycle.
And Google DeepMind